We're starting.
Right? Call the meeting to order of the Parks and Recreation Committee, Advisory Committee. Have the invitation. Dear Lord, we ask you to be our guide in making decisions that are best for our community, to serve the people, to serve you. Even in our conversations and all we share. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so here we can get started.
Perfect time.
Oh, you're good.
It's the best part,
What I missed?
my invocation. Okay, roll call.
That's up there.
Michael Bennett,
Here.
Marvin Nash,
Here.
Mark Grant here, Randall Lemoyne,
Here.
Mike Somerville. Here.
Okay. Need approval for the agenda. Okay, everybody's seen the agenda, they got an email of it.
So moved.
Support.
All in favor of accepting the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda is approved. Past meeting minutes.
They're to be approved during the next regular schedule.
Okay,
And
Oh.
we'll do both of them.
okay, I see that now. I just didn't read part of it.
Special meeting.
Okay. Public comment. See any public here, so we will move on. A maintenance report.
Beagle Sports Park, been working on getting basketball and tennis courts repaired, as well as getting sections of chain link fence repainted. Bleachers have been painted and some irrigation has been repaired, adjusted. One sprinkler head's spraying right in the dugout, and I think that's what's causing the dugout roof to leak. Hadley been keeping it maintained. Tulpa and a couple of the benches along basketball court, as well as trimmed some trees and replaced the wood on the bench as well. Bike Cat put up DNR signs regarding e-bikes, and Twin Lake sign on what we're here about tonight, Christmas tree.
Do we need more of those bikes, e-bike signs, or do you think we did good?
We could probably get one more.
Okay, you got that
Yeah.
email, yeah. And then what was my other question? Have we got a date for the cleanup of Beagle?
I haven't heard anything
Yeah.
about that.
Okay, thank you.
The e-bike, what's the signs about?
So there's different class A bikes, and you have. So it's like class 1 is the pedal assist, motor mount gauge, unless you're pedaling. Class 2 is, I think, or I don't really know.
Class 2 is basically, doesn't go more than like 20 miles an hour, but you have to have a permit to operate one of those on the path. And basically, those are designed for someone with a handicap or disability. Class 3s can go up to like 26 miles an hour, and they're not allowed at all. So 1 and 2s are allowed, 2 you have to have a permit.
And I know that the place in Whitehall, they rent those. And they informing the customers about that
I would
situation.
imagine, I would hope, yeah. Anyway, so
So
that's,
we get paid for him putting those signs up?
DNR supplied them.
yep,
They didn't pay you to do it,
No.
no labor, why not?
No.
Send them a bill.
Yeah.
Well, now we need to be careful, because that meeting that I got those from, the DNR offered to help us for cleanup when we have like weather issues, and they'll come help clean the paths, so it's a little give and take.
But are they, who's taking responsibility for them? I know there was an issue in the past of whose responsibility is it to maintain and make rules and regulate the paths and all this other
Well,
stuff?
that is, that's why we go to the, now I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's the Berry Junction, Berry Junction, there's a board that meets quarterly, I believe. And so somebody from this organization, Dalton, goes to that meeting
I
every
remember Jeff saying that he went.
Yeah, and traditionally, yeah, I'm just bad with names. Heather usually goes, thank you. I did go once because I'm her backup for that, but she's traditionally goes to that. Yeah, they do meet quarterly and discuss the trail. That's kind of who oversees it.
All right, I got another question regarding Beagle. As I recall, we had already discussed resurfacing the basketball and tennis courts.
Yep.
How is that progressing?
I've been working on filling in all the cracks because we approved it for like 50 grand to pay someone to do it, but we kind of put that budget, so I had to go and start doing it ourselves. I've got the basketball court as of today, half of it has no cracks in it, filled in all of them with Portland cement.
Okay.
And I'm beginning to work on the tennis court side.
So then, is there going to be a complete surface over everything after you get the cracks all taken care of?
I hope to get that far. I don't have any budget this season.
Okay, so it's a budget issue and basically something that's gonna be budgeted for next year?
Yep.
You're thinking on this, okay.
Before we did anything, I wanted to make sure that the court itself is usable. Because that thing had some rough days.
Now, the new equipment, that's all been installed and is operational now?
Yep, we are waiting on the spring sets that got ordered that we approved. Was that the last meeting that we approved it?
Yes.
Yep, we're waiting on that. It's gonna be here October 7th ballpark.
Okay.
Get that installed.
Thank you. Okay. Any other comments regarding the maintenance report? All right, we move on to the decision discussion item. I'd like Christmas tree. Anybody have questions regarding what we're doing and why we're doing it?
Well, we had invested in a previous tree, and obviously it didn't survive. And we have had some off-record conversation about, well, there's not enough water, possibly. But I go back, there was a tree prior to that. So I really raised the question, what is the most appropriate time to sink a tree in? And do they actually do the whole ball, root ball, and put it in there into the ground?
I believe that's what they did in the fall. And I was told that the fall's the best time to plant it. Then I did hear from someone else that they could plant any time of the season, so I guess it depends on who you talk to. Then we got talking about different trees, which I did put some of them in the package here. The tree that we recorded from Joe Nick would be $950, and that is with them doing installing it free, so that's just
That's their warranty, right? Was their warranty?
Yeah.
$40.
or we have to pay for the tree.
What is the length of warranty?
What's that?
The length of a warranty? Is it a year, 2 years, 5 years?
I think it was 1 year, but I don't know.
Yes, it was 1 year. I was frustrated that it was only 1 year.
1 year.
Regardless, it was less than a year and it didn't take.
Right.
It's pretty dry.
That's cooked. As the kids would say.
My own thinking is it is a problem when you try to transplant a big tree. Seedlings have the best chance, and then as they get bigger, the chance diminishes. One thought I've got is if we decide not to replace that tree, maybe we would want to plant a seedling or something maybe a little bit bigger than that. Seedlings, we can get from the conservation district in the spring. They might offer them in the fall if you contact them. And they're very reasonable price. And you could maybe even plant 3 or 4 seedlings, and then the one that takes off the best, then remove the others, or, you know, 'cause you don't want it too close and get a problem.
Yeah, I did reach out to West String, I think's the name of it, and they offered seedlings. I'd searched around for different companies that sold these trees. That one was seeds only, seedlings only. There's another one. Kindred Perennials and Landscaping. And they have a couple, 3 different ones in here, and that's the pictures with the 2.
Yeah, but you're looking at big trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't include the seedling quotes in here, just, I didn't think that was the option that we're gonna go with. But could do that one.
Well, I guess I kind of stepped ahead in my discussion on that.
Alright.
I'm thinking that we're going to go with this alternative that's in the packet that you gave
Right.
us. If we go with that alternative, my thinking would be I'd like to see that located in a different location and also plant one of the seedlings. And give it a chance to grow, and we'll use that in the meantime.
I do remember, I know we have like a set rate and stuff, right? That we can work with due to the road commission, I believe, and I'm probably messing that up. Where if it's where the existing tree was, we have a certain place we can do it. If we go outside of that, then we have to get other people involved, which may or may not be a problem. Right? Because it was like distance to the train tracks or the road or something like that. Remember that? Yeah. So I know we had like you can replace, you can't move. But I like your idea of like flagpole, let's get it going. There's something everyone can see, a light tree that looks nice. And then a seedling to grow with it, you know? I love it if we don't have it. It's not a huge deal, I guess.
And the thing is if we do the seedling, that's something you in maintenance could do.
Yep.
And I recommend just simply going to the Muskegon Conservation District. They're right down the road from where the project is. And they provide native trees to this area.
I also like the idea of the conservation district, because I do know also that they will give technical assistance here.
Yeah.
And even take some projects on, because that's their mission. And so it'll be cost effective for the township if we pursue that. It just take time for it to
And-
grow, but that's the process.
I agree. Also, they do projects of putting together, and I don't know if it's appropriate here or not, pollinator gardens. And I don't know if a pollinator garden is appropriate in this location or not. They work with you in doing that. They get grant money for doing that.
We were trying to get something like that going last season. They applied for a grant, but it didn't go through. But we're hoping to get that going in quite a few different areas in the township.
Have you discussed any of that with the conservation district?
They're the ones that we were working with.
Okay.
They applied for it.
They actually offered to help the folks that are doing the driving range with the growth behind the driving range and in the woods and stuff, where he has to do a little bit more work. So we talked to her about what else can we do with this space, and what, you know, ask them, do some soil testing and find out what do we need and what is a hardy drought seedling, drought, you know, drought hardy seedling that would work there in that spot. Something that we could plant.
I would be willing to work with you on this rain garden if you need some help with that.
It'd be awesome to get that going.
Get with me, email it the best way, and we can get going on that. Just let me know what you need to have done.
I don't know where we're at on anything like that yet, but I would love to see something like that happen for sure.
Justin, on the flagpole, what was the price difference between a 20 versus a 25-foot?
To be honest, I didn't even look at 25-foot. It seemed like 20 was standard size.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, 12, 29.58, who would do the install, you?
Yeah.
So 1229.58 is over the cost of the tree, but it's a permanent solution to a problem that could go on and on and on.
Do I understand how this thing goes together, right? On this diagram, it looks like you have like a circle and they go up part way, and then another circle that goes up part way. Is that the way that works?
Yeah, if you look at your color diagram, it kind of shows the right lower
Yeah.
corner. And you end up with 4 pole sections for the 20-foot.
Yeah, I know the poles go in sections, but I'm thinking about the light, aren't they?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The lights go attached to each top of each section?
No,
I think in my go ahead.
I don't believe so. I think that what that's showing is that you're raising it up and it's.
Yeah, I think you hook it to the top, it's like goes around it like a. And then when you pull it up, it just goes with it, and then you stake it down. I don't think there's any attachment.
Okay.
Did they give any type of wind speed rating on this flagpole? Because that becomes one of the most challenging things when you put up a flagpole.
It is 30% stronger than its competitors, it says.
Yeah,
No, it's a great price.
but actually there's
Yeah.
what? Because I was doing some research on flagpole.
Yeah.
Now, one thing with this is you don't have the flag with the wind. The wind on that flag really puts a lot of strain on the flagpole. This has a lot less.
I did see the rating on the wind,
Mhm.
but it's not on the pamphlet that I had given you, and I don't recall it. I want to say that's pretty similar to the rating of a traditional rope flagpole. This one's a little bit cheaper and kind of made sense being that we don't have a bucket truck. If we need to get up there and restring or something, telescoping flagpole seemed like a good option.
Now, his question is important. When it's not Christmas season, what do we do with the pole? Is there something else we can use that pole for, like as a flagpole?
I
Can
thought,
we fly a flag on it?
yeah.
Imagine that.
Yep, and I actually got
You're not gonna hang the US flag without proper lighting.
got a quote for running electrical out there, and that's $800 to run the light, run the wire, as well as the light and pedestal.
So is that $800 in addition to the 12?
Yes.
So we're at 21.
Yeah.
So when we do this, we're obligated to provide a flag, especially when they deteriorate. Somebody has to replace them. Yep, and that becomes our responsibility. Yep. So we gotta factor that in. Yep, also, which is good. That's all part of the cost.
Right.
Doing business.
And I
Contact
currently
the
have,
American Legion and the VFW.
what's that?
So contact the VFW and the American Legion about providing a flag for it.
Think that they would donate
I
one?
think they
Okay.
That's very likely.
And they would dispose of it when it gets
Yep.
tired.
Yep.
Yeah, proper way.
And they might even provide someone to put it up and down.
But you don't have to put it up and down if you got it properly lighted.
I didn't.
Yeah, we have, I think 4 American flags in Dalton. And either lower it to half mast during the declared days, raise back up.
How often do you replace those?
I've replaced them once, and so far they're all still in pretty good condition. I'm from Kalamazoo Flag Company.
So that's part of the township budget. Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So you're looking for a motion?
Yes.
So I will make that motion that we make the investment into a flagpole that's been, we've got the estimate here. And I would add that we include power for a light. And then I think, well, this is that separate. I don't think we need to worry about that now. A seedling in that we could probably pay for just out of our pockets. I mean, imagine that would be cheap. That can be down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so my motion is basically the flagpole as described in the estimate and power for a light. What was the total for the light?
$800.
Even?
Yep.
Is that installed by them?
Yep.
All right, so we're at
almost 21.
2029, if I did math right? $2,029.58.
That's correct.
Okay, that's my motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries.
Do we need to do a roll call vote on that, or is that probably sufficient?
Is that what this is for? Just in case.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think it's whenever you spend money, I think it would be a roll call.
Yeah, okay, we'll do the roll call.
With this being brought up in
Need
Monday's
to-
meeting, I just wanted to do it right.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you writing the motion out on your
I can do that. We go.
Since you said it?
I was looking at wind ratings over, I saw anything between 85 and 100.
Okay, that's good.
So, can we do a roll call then?
Yes, yes.
Brenda.
Want me to do it again?
You want to read it? or-
Read what you've
Well,
written.
what I wrote down is flagpole and lighting for a total of $2,029.58.
Roll call, Michael,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yes.
Mark, yes. Randall
Yes.
and Mike.
Yes.
We will vote on that Monday.
That $500 shipping kills me.
Yes.
564, more than the.
All right. Discussion item. Paddling parking. That, you've got a map that you included in here, right?
There should be, This is a national survey that we have still in the office. Granted, it dates back to 1975, but didn't see the point in paying for a survey when nothing's really changed since this one was done. Whole reason why I added this to today's agenda was in hopes that we had community members come in and let us know their thoughts on if they want us to expand the parking lot or not. I've heard mixed feelings on it.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, there's nobody here, so
So on what you've heard, where's it leaning? Or is it right down the middle?
so I've heard on like Facebook that there's no parking available there, that it's backed up down the road. And then I hear from some neighbors that it's not backed up and they don't want to see it expanded. I don't really go there on my spare time to go to that beach. I go to Lake Michigan, so I don't know one way or another if it's the need or not. So really hoping that the community shows up to the Board of Trustees meeting and let us know what they think there too.
Well, based on our last board meeting, last month, what I got from the few comments there were is that, yeah, people park along the road, but it's not a problem. Well, my thinking is if people are parking along the road, that's a problem. And so we should find a place for them to park. That's my opinion.
The people that was opposed to it, didn't feel there was a need, did it give more specific information as to their opposition to the whole idea?
That it's like a drag strip through there, people go flying around there and didn't really. I don't know.
Yeah, which means that if we actually provide a place to park, there shouldn't be any racing whatsoever. Because you only can race on the road.
Well, that's where he's saying that they're racing down the road. It's got a sharp corner and he's worried about more people going there and crossing the road to get to the lake.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think that's what.
Well, coming from a law enforcement background, that would bump it to law enforcement. We need to have more patrols if we're having problems like that.
Any idea what an expansion cost wise?
What's that now?
Like any idea how much this expansion would cost?
So I've reached out to a tree clearing company and to run a skid steer with a mulcher. They won't do anything for under 2,500, so that's what it would be. Doesn't think that'd be even rack up to that, so it'd be 2,500 to unload it and do it.
How much area are we clearing for the parking?
I started to make a map of kind of what I'm thinking. So here's the road.
Okay, does everybody wanna?
Yeah, sorry. So here's the road and we have about 100 foot of the parking space here. It goes 30 foot deep. And I mapped out, got about 30 more feet till some bigger trees that's back here on the wood line. I was thinking of clearing this area here.
Mhm.
Then over around this corner, there's some small brush as well. And it's about 40 foot square area. And so I was thinking about clearing that out too. I think that would help provide some parking without really being too invasive in the area. This area here would also make it so you can stay around that corner a little bit better. So I think that's a good idea.
This is north and this is.
Sorry, yep,
This.
this is north. You have Mill Lake right here. It's a terrible doodle, but. Yeah, that's the lake right here. Here's the road. Here's the hill where you walk down, the beach right there.
There's a culvert that discharges right about there.
Culvert's right there. Neighbor's driveway's right there. And this area, kind of right there, is all woods. Throughout here.
So, excuse me a
We can
minute here.
avoid people parking out here on this, where are they parking?
They're parking up here. They're
Around the corner?
Yeah, right.
That's kind of where the issue is.
Okay,
Because this road then curves over this way. It's like a sharp S curve.
How many more cars could we get in there?
One of the things I got a question on, this thing says we have, maybe I misread it. That's the direction. We have basically 85 feet from right about here down to here. Oh. Yeah, okay.
about how many trees you might be removing?
It's a lot of small ones.
Small,
Yep.
like brush.
Yeah.
Oh, rush.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Do we have to do any type of resurfacing of the?
It's all gravel now, right?
The parking lot itself is gravel, but if we were to go further in the woods, it does have a hill that drops down kind of right here and goes over this way. Something like that. I was thinking about just going up to the hill. That way it's not too,
As far as clearing it out.
yeah.
The driveway or the parking lot itself won't. You're just walking about for brush cleaning.
Yeah, talking about going through, cleaning all this brush up and maybe bringing some dolomite and
Is this the,
reduce some.
this is the hike, the foot trail?
No, that foot trail is over here. Or sorry.
it's over
Yeah,
here.
It's over here. Something like this.
Now, we have a tractor, right?
Now,
Would our tractor be able to clear any of that, or is it too much?
I think it could, now the amount of time that we have for it.
Now, the entrance to the parking area would be made right here, and you'd have a border along here, so that you end up with double, parking lot
Right.
either end, either side.
I don't know what this looks like yet. Have to reason by. I'm trying to reach out, just talk to everybody. I don't know what, to answer your question earlier, I don't know how many additional parking spots we can make in here. I'd like to figure it out.
If you want to take the time, I would be willing to go out there and take measurements with you and try to come up with a layout.
That sounds like a plan.
What did you say the cost to have somebody come out and clear it?
2,500.
Well, heaven's sakes, I bet the board would allocate 2,000 and let you go do it, and you could make an extra $2,000.
Yeah, right, yeah.
If you think you could do it, but otherwise,
Right.
And can the equipment handle that?
I would definitely rent something.
Oh, you're right, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
For the tractor that I've got, I would rent something.
so it might be better to let somebody else do it.
Right. Or we could even go out there with hand nippers and do that. But it's gonna take some time. It's pretty thick.
Yeah,
They're not big, but
the
it's
tractors be better.
Yeah.
Like a Harley rake.
Who have you asked?
Yeah, right.
So who have you asked?
Kevin Ferguson. Or what was he? Bannercoit tree.
Brother's nephew.
We need that actually locate the corners, that would help us with Nikki, then we have a reference to do it.
Talking about survey.
Yeah,
Um,
all we need
There
is
should be
stakes
some
at the corner.
markers there, it's just locating.
so I don't think that, I'd like to stay away from, there's kind of like a hard tree line. I would like to keep that hard tree line there and have it like a That way, we're not right in the middle of the front yard next door.
Like a buffer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it.
How would that affect that neighbor?
Well, I would like to make it so it doesn't affect neighbor whatsoever,
Okay, good.
and it would make sense to me.
Yeah, I like your idea of going deeper. Because that does keep away from this property.
Just for
It's a long time.
the parking space 9 by 18 is kind of seems like the dimensions for that, so obviously a little space in between, so
Uh, If you're doing gravel, you'll never have 9-foot parking spaces. The only way you can get a 9-foot wide parking space is if you have lines, and even then it's.
sure, yeah, I meant more just for planning, like trying to understand how many cars in the space.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That, yeah, I would recommend you plan it 12 feet wide.
Create
If
that
you don't
extra
have any
space.
markings.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
They have an idea, just like what
Right.
I'm saying here.
So when you do that, Randall, can you estimate how many cars have been in that
Yeah.
dimension?
I used to do that.
Okay.
I'm as a civil engineer for municipality and for the army,
Okay.
I did
Fantastic.
kind of that design.
Perfect. I was trying to look at it like, okay, I think car here, here.
Like a puzzle.
That's why, I would go out there, measure out with you and then get a good diagram and lay it all out.
Awesome. Okay.
When's our next meeting?
Ours is September 23rd, something like that. I'm not positive yet. Just like you're pulling out, Mike.
Yeah,
My coach.
September 22nd.
Okay.
And
I
then
would
our last,
like to make that our goal is to have a plan prepared for our next meeting. For further discussion on this.
All depends what the community wants, if we hear yay or nay, one way or another. But if you'd like Monday or even tomorrow, meet me out there and we'll try to figure out more of a plan.
Tomorrow won't work, but I think I'm free Monday.
Awesome.
You have a magnetic binder, because if they've got pins in the ground where the corners are, we can find them that way.
We do, I hear that it's been acting up, but we can see how well it works.
Okay, or can we get a hold of some rent one for a day or
Sure,
something like that?
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you look into that before we we go? Yeah.
hey, I'm sorry, I was half paying attention. What are you thinking of, Brandy?
A
Metal binder.
detector.
Check with the library. They may have something like that. A metal detector?
Yeah, I think that I had.
Try to locate the survey pins.
Yeah, check with the library. Because they have a bunch of stuff they've blown out.
Right.
Anyway, might be free.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then, I got some rebar I can use. You put down where the front pin is and tape it. I'll make sure we get some tape. That way they can see where it is. Okay. Any more discussion on Hadley parking? Right? If there's no public, we don't need public comment, we move on. Any board comments? All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn.
I'll let you start it when you're ready. Just briefly.
Football practice, like.
Oh, sorry.
I was happy that I got out of it for 40 minutes in this heat, you know?
Yeah.
Who needs to sign your,
Stay cool.